Where are we going?
North.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby. Your presence requested in exchange for treasures.
Ripper.
Are we talking one treasure each?
Count that.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Our next cartoon on the docket is Cosmic Clowns from Dernkel 6. Loud instruments boom of drums into a fast-paced house mix. An auto-tuned opera tenor sings Cosmic Clowns from Dernkel 6, and it's, auto-tuned. And this reoccurs intermittently while he then sings about Mobius Caesar conquering the galaxy. We watch a planet explode from the view of outer space, and the energy converges into four beings we now see as the clowns. There's a quick top-to-bottom showcase with some flexing, acrobatics, etc. We then see them on a planet charging into a massive army of soldiers dressed like a space version of Roman soldiers that are shooting energy blasts from the tips of their spears. On top of a Pride Rock-type outcropping, a man in a Centaur cybersuit is sticking his finger out, ordering the troops forward. The clowns are outrageously powerful, easily dispatching 5 foes a second each. The camera zooms out quickly to a man in luxurious golden space armor with a weird, unique haircut, holding the planet between his hands, staring at it with a stern look. We see another battle scene with the clowns flying through the air, except for the big muscly one who is inside a comically small car, collide with alien monstrosities before a pie hits the screen. So we have our characters, Joy Dimples, Cornflake, aka Binky, Scooter Snootz, and Stinko Savage. So each clown is kind of like a representation of various types of clowning humor. We have the sad clown, kind of based on the famous French Pierrot. We have the buffoon clown, who is more akin to like a children's cartoon idiot, who's just like so dumb that it's funny. We've got the slapstick Three Stooges type clown in Stinko Savage. And we have the kind of court jester, acrobatics, juggling, general entertainment in Scooter Snootz. You can definitely all go through one at a time, describe what you look like and any special abilities that you might have. All the clowns can fly except for Stinko, who has his personal flying car. They can all survive in space. They all have some sort of enhanced strength, speed, durability, and they can all swallow objects indefinitely. Like the trick of, pulling 1 million handkerchiefs out of your mouth, which is what that was kind of based on. All right, so I'll just go around alphabetically. So I guess we'll start with Cornflake Binky. If you want to quickly describe some of your special abilities and what you're like.
Sure. So my name is Cornflake Binky. I have a little binky sticking out of my mouth like a cigar, but I don't smoke it. I wear huge, inflated, colorful pantaloons that go up to my chest, and you can probably see them right now. I have a frilly neck piece that sticks out in every direction with yellow hair, and I can pull any joke item from Suitcase 11 because I'm a master at it.
Joy Dimples, yeah. I am a master clown. I feel like these other clowns are mere imposters, really. They do not understand the essence of what it means to be a clown, and they will never achieve the heights of what I have brought to clowndom across the galaxy. In appearance, I have makeup in the classical style on my face, mascara with trails of tears in them to represent the clown's formative relationship to the prime essence of being, because being is both joy and sadness, hence my name, Joy Dimples. I've got joy and I've got dimples. The dimples, though, are from frowning. I'm a master of keratokinesis, pyrokinesis, cryokinesis, electrokinesis. I master the elements. That represents my ability to relate to the infinite reaches of the powers of the universe and channel them at my command. And I am very clearly the most intelligent of this group.
Excellent. Scooter Snootz.
Well, I am Scooter Snootz. I'm a bit of a jester, a bit of a slapstick comedian here. I don't know why I'm also from the Deep South, but I'm from the Deep South. I got a jester's cap with golden bells, checkered and a checkered spandex that changes shape with him, with me. Whatever form I take, I always have the checkers and the jester's cap. Now, Snootastic will appear in Magic subtitles. After crazy moves, and I use things like mimicking and miming and aerobatic flourishes to keep people entertained. I'm a bit of a, like I said, I'm a bit of a jester. I get the jester's hat going. Each one of the three little hangy doos that come off have a little golden bell on them, and I have named each one of those bells after three of my biggest heroes in the world, and that would be Mo, Larry, and Curly. Let's see, I'm a bit of an overconfident man, and I sometimes will get stuck inside of a box in mime mode. I can't get out of miming things, and that's me. That's what you see. That's what you get.
All right, Stinko Savage.
So I guess the camera kind of like pans off of Snootz, and you see this like little Max Box car just kind of like sputtering through space, just like and it just stops, and the door opens, and this just massive beast of a clown just steps out of the car, and he has a horseshoe haircut, and it's just like super thick, curly tomato red hair. His shoes are enormous. He has the skin-tight rainbow shirt with a black vest over it, and strapped around his back is this just massive hammer. Except it looks like one of those squeaky hammers. And the camera just kind of like pans up because he stepped out of the car, and like it's only up to his knees, so the camera pans up to him, and it just goes to his face, which is just super flat and stern, except for the paint, which is kind of like painted into a smile / like crash test dummy. And he's just like, "Hi, my name is Stinko Savage," and just like blank stare, but just like painted smile.
That's awesome. The Cosmic Clowns from Dernkel 6 as a cartoon. That's the series name. The tagline is, "There's nothing funny about justice." So the series, far in the reaches of space, a tactical tyrant by the name of Mobius Caesar seeks to unify the entire universe under his banner of Voma. He has lofty ideals, but his means to achieve them are violence across the galaxy, and sucking the essence of living out of everything until it is simply machine efficiency. One such planet destroyed and deemed unfit to join the Empire was Dernkel 6, a planet of life and laughter. When it was destroyed, all of the joy and emotions that unified with the energy from the explosion to form 4 cosmically powered clowns ready to fight back against Caesar with pranks and punches. So this is a space opera. The tech level is Star Trek. The goal is to stop Caesar's forces from taking over the galaxy. The antagonist is the space tyrant and ruler of the Roman Empire, Mobius Caesar. The gimmick is that pranks enhance their powers, and they love eating pie. It's kind of like the Ninja Turtles with pizza, except the clowns with pie. So for the PC guidelines, the star power is 3. The tier is cosmic. And for this, I actually described the heroic playsets and villainous playset for those, action figures and stuff. So the clown home base is a constantly spiraling circus tent with red stripes. It's operated by a super AI called Ringleader, who appears in every screen or code as a curled mustache. It's defended by an elephant with a clown nose at the end of its trunk, which it uses to punch people. It has a series of traps like flaming rings and nets. There's a garden, but every flower sprays you in the face with knockout gas. And the villainous playset is a masterfully crafted castle with classic Greek architecture, marble pillars carved into the shapes of mythical monsters, the image of Mobius and the elements. It's a detachable roaming space station from the home planet Voma Prime, and there are catapults that throw actual comets. For the dials, we have the seriousness of 1, a realism of 2, violence of 2, and continuity of 2. So it is like, aside from it being really goofy, it's kind of just in the middle for everything else. All right, so we have our clowns. The show opens with the clowns on an ocean planet in the middle of fighting a colossal-sized clownfish with jacked legs instead of fins that's running on the ocean floor and kicking them. While they're occupied, we see 3 separate scenes play out by the, quote, leaders. So in the book, it describes 4 tiers of villains. This is kind of the first time we're talking about this. There's like the ultimate villain, then the leaders are like just below, like they could all be super villains themselves, but don't quite have like the star power, whether it be like the ability to unify other villains or whatever. They're just below. Then there's the named villains at 2. That's like the most common. Like they have names, but you know they're beaten up easily week to week. And then at 1, we have the general goons. We run into goons. We had Doodoo Face's goons last time, and then we had Magistus goons in the Mimic's Bane. So the first is Dairon, who is currently using his forces to take over the planet Savern, where the proud and peaceful Zebrin live. These are bipedal zebras. They have a magical stone that powers the entire planet. So Dairon will either extort them into joining the Bowman Empire, beat them into submission, or take the stone to power a planet-destroying weapon. Dairon is the one that we saw in the opening with Centaur space armor. The second scene follows Senator, who has created one of his infamous labyrinths and trapped the Queen of Mapplelorp inside. And the third scene has the signature strike ship of Dreaddusa, rocketing to the home base of the Cosmic Clowns with a sadistic smile upon her face, cackling about finally tracking its location, as their home base is constantly moving. They have not pinned it down previously. The clowns receive an emergency alert on their comms from Ringleader, and he explains to them the 3 situations. Where would you like to start?
I think Stinko would probably recommend protecting the home planet of the clowns first.
I think I'm down with that.
I agree, my friend.
Okay, so I attached these villain sheets here. You know who they all are, and that's why I'm handing them out. Again, it's kind of more common practice for Cartoon Action Hour for the players to know the villains. So Dreaddusa is the one flying towards your space station base that's constantly on the move. Dreaddusa is a snake monster that Mobius was able to tame. While she has joined with his empire and is one of his most loyal henchmen, she does it to engage in violence more easily. She cares nothing of his vision and only that she can attack people en masse for it. She wears a crown with metal stalks that are each mini tractor beams that freeze people in place.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.